infected for coronavirus. There are about 124 patients currently undergoing treatment at the hospital, which has originally set up with 100 beds and expanded to 150 on May 25, 2021. Dr. Nabil Al-Lawati, the director of the field hospital, told Oman TV that while they had enough medical equipment, more staff would help them raise bed numbers to 200, enabling them to take care of more people who need urgent attention. There are people who are waiting for their turn to get a bed as the situation is difficult and the number of COVID-19 patients is increasing. The cases to which we are attending right now are more extreme compared to the previous waves of the infections. People who reach us are those suffering from severe oxygen shortage or obvious damage to the respiratory system, he said. He continued saying that such symptoms used to previously only manifest in the second week of a person being infected, which shows this version of the disease is more severe, added Al-Lawati, who admitted that many of the patients who were admitted to the field hospital were below the age of 60. He said that only a small portion of people who have been injected with 2 doses of the vaccine have been admitted, while those who have received a single dose have less harsh symptoms. Please take the vaccine as soon as you're able and continue to follow COVID precautionary measures. On an average, the hospital receives about 24 patients a day, although on Sunday, they saw 31 people admitted to the facility. Cancer patients in the Sultanate of Oman will be able to soon receive treatment for their ailments from some of the best specialists in the country at a new center named after the late His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said bin Taimur. Currently at 95% operational capacity, the Sultan Qaboos Comprehensive Cancer Care and Research Center features over 300 beds in addition to 3 inpatient suites, 40 treatment areas for chemotherapy, 4 for dialysis, and 8 treatment rooms. 4 isolation rooms have also been set up for the radioactive iodine treatment for patients with thyroid issues within the inpatient unit. Other facilities include medical imaging and a nuclear medicine unit that offers services such as CT scans, MRIs, interventional radiography, ultrasounds, mammograms, SPECT, and digital PET. Now, Mansoor Al-Mundhari, who's the chairman of the center's operational committee, said that the center relies on modern technologies to treat patients in the outpatient clinics and daycare beds, which reduce patients' enrollment. This contributes to increasing the center's capacity and reducing the need for patients to be hospitalized, thus decreasing operational costs. He also added that the center will play an important role in the medical education sector throughout the Sultanate. This includes providing educational support to Sultan Qaboos University, the Oman Medical Specialty Board, and students at the colleges of the Ministry of Health. Likewise, we will provide advisory consultancy services to the government and private hospitals based on practical evidence in the areas of care and research related to cancer. Built over an area of 54,000 square meters, the center is built to modern standards and keeping in mind patients' considerations. It boasts wide corridors, natural lighting in more departments, and single rooms for patients' privacy, in addition to the availability of easily accessible restrooms, gardens, and places designated for patients' families and children to achieve comfort for the patient. It also consists of diagnostic, treatment, and research facilities in the areas of radiation, interventional radiology, radiotherapy, genetics, specialized surgery, laparoscopic surgery, oncology for all types of malignant tumors, and comprehensive medical and research laboratories. Now, due to the increasing number of COVID-19 cases in the Sultanate of Oman, Sur Hospital has decided to stop some appointments from June 16, 2021 until further notice. The Directorate General of Health Services in South Sharqiya Governorate issued a statement this morning saying that due to the increase in the number of COVID-19 cases in the Sultanate and for more precautionary measures, Sur Hospital Administration decided to stop the outpatient appointments, non-emergency operations, and physiotherapy appointments from June 16 until further notice. The Directorate General pointed out that non-essential appointments for other departments will also be postponed. For inquiries, they asked to Contact them on WhatsApp number, which is 711111499. The Directorate General also added that the external pharmacy will also continue to dispense monthly medicines to patients. For inquiry, once again, contact them on WhatsApp, but this time on a different number, which is 938-08717. The National Leadership Development Program for Empowering Middle and Senior Omani Administrations in the Private Sector, Etemad, in cooperation with Takatuf Oman, has launched workshops. A statement issued online by Oman News Agency said, these are introductory workshops for collective learning projects for trainees for the second wave of the first batch at the Oil and Gas Institute. Etemad qualifies workers in the private sector and raises the level of their leadership and supervisory skills through specialized programs designed in partnership with regional and international institutions. Sub-street of Wadi Al-Kabir will be closed for the second phase from today till Friday, June 18, 2021 for re-establishing the street, the Muscat municipality announced this morning. A statement issued online by the Muscat municipality said, in cooperation with the Royal Oman Police, the Muscat municipality is proceeding with the complete closure of sub-street in Al-Wadi Al-Kabir for the second phase starting today, Tuesday, until Friday, June 18th, for the purpose of re-establishing the street. Everyone is kindly requested to take caution and follow the traffic instructions shown on the website, added the Muscat municipality. This was all from our local desk for today. It's time for us to take a quick commercial break, but stay tuned for more updates from International Desk.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV, watching Midday Update. And now from our international desk. The World Health Organization's first phase of study on the origins of COVID-19 pandemic is highly deficient, says U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken on Sunday, and added that leaders from the Group of Seven, commonly known as G7 countries, will insist China to cooperate with the second phase of WHO study. The World Health Organization, you're right, the first study they put out was highly deficient, Blinken told Fox News on Sunday, as quoted by the U.S. State Department press release. He continued saying that the leaders of the G7 have come together, insisting that China to cooperate with the so-called Phase 2 study of the WHO to really get to the bottom of what happened, but that's not enough. Backing the calls for further probe into the origin of the virus, Blinken said that we need to get to the bottom of what happened. We need accountability, but we also need to understand what happened, why it happened, how it happened, if we are going to be able to put in place the necessary measures to prevent it from happening again, or at least be in a better place to mitigate the next pandemic if we can fully prevent one. On Sunday, the G7 leaders called for a timely, transparent, expert-led and science-based WHO convened investigation into the origins of COVID-19, including as recommended by the experts' report in China. Recently, the calls to investigate further the origins of the virus have intensified. President Biden has also ordered a fresh U.S. intelligence inquiry into the origins of the pandemic. The origin of novel coronavirus that caused havoc around the world has remained unclear even after 1.5 years the first case of infection was reported in the Chinese city of Wuhan. The Philippines has extended the travel ban for all inbound travelers from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Oman, and the United Arab Emirates until June 30th, presidential spokesman Harry said on Monday evening. In a statement, Harry said that Philippine president approved the extension of travel restrictions to prevent the spread of the highly infectious variant. The Philippines initially imposed travel restrictions on India from April 29th due to the COVID-19 surge in the country. It widened the ban to include travelers from Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka from May 7th. The Philippines also banned international arrivals from Oman and the UAE on May 17 after overseas Filipino workers that flew in from these countries tested positive for the COVID-19 variant first found in India. The Philippines has reported 1,322,053 confirmed COVID-19 cases as of Monday, including 22,845 deaths. American biotechnology company Novavax announced on Monday its COVID-19 vaccine demonstrated 100% protection against moderate and severe disease and 90.4% efficacy overall in a late-stage clinical trial. The Phase 3 study enrolled 29,960 participants across 119 sites in the United States and Mexico to evaluate efficacy, safety, and immunogenicity with an emphasis on recruiting a representative population of communities and demographic groups most impacted by the disease. The vaccine was also reported 93% efficacy against predominantly circulating variants of concern and variants of interest defined by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Preliminary safety data from the trial showed the vaccine to be generally well tolerated. Serious and severe adverse events were low in number and balanced between vaccine and placebo groups. The company intends to file for regulatory authorization in the third quarter of this year. If approved, Novavax's vaccine will be the fourth COVID-19 vaccine authorized for emergency use in the United States, following vaccines from Pfizer-BioNTech, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson. Once again, it's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned for more updates from our sports desk.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV, watching Midday Update. And now from a sports desk. Oman's national football team will face Bangladesh in Jassim bin Hamad Stadium at Al Saad Club in Qatar today. The match is part of the last round in the fifth group of the Asian double qualifiers leading up to the 2022 World Cup in Qatar and the 2023 Asian Cup in China. The national team guaranteed its entry to the final quarterfinals of both cups by defeating Afghanistan by 1-2 on Friday, clinching the second position among 8 teams. The roles might be defined ahead of the UEFA 2020 Euros duel of two football giants. 2018 world champion France takes the part of the favorite when crossing swords with 2014 world champion Germany. At least French coach Deschamps doesn't seem overwhelmingly fond of being seen as a superior side. Favorite, what does it mean? Two great football nations meet, that's what it is about, the 52-year-old said. Aside from personal views, football fans can't wait for the kickoff of one of the continent's most excited duels in Group F in Munich this evening. In the tournament's group of death, featuring 2016 European champion Portugal and underdog Hungary, the battle of the neighboring countries is sure to be one of the defining matches. With this news, we have come to the end of the episode for today, but stay tuned as we'll be back again tomorrow with more updates and latest news your way. Keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.